Guys, have you heard of Mangal Pandey? Mangal Pandey is the man who is often referred to as India's first freedom fighter. He dared to revolt against the British. He was a key figure in the 1857 Indian Independence War, which ignited the spark that led to India's independence 90 years after the Sepoy Mutiny. Pande is remembered in India as a freedom fighter against British rule. In 1984, the Indian government issued a commemorative postage stamp featuring his portrait. In addition, a film and a stage play about his life were released in 2005. Mangal Pandey was born into a Brahmin family. He was born on July 19, 1827 in a town near Faizabad, which is now the state of Eastern Uttar Pradesh in northern India. Pandey joined the British East India Company's army in 1849. He was a private soldier or sepoy in a 5th company of the 34th Bengal Native Infantry. In the mid-1850s, when Pande was stationed at the Barrackpore garrison, a new Enfield rifle was introduced in India, which allowed a soldier to load the weapon by biting off the ends of greased cartridges. A rumor circulated that the lubricant used was either cow or pig lard, which Hindus and Muslims respectively disliked. The sepoys came to believe that the British had put lard on the cartridges on purpose. March 29, 1857. Pande tried to provoke his fellow sepoys to rise up against their British officers. Assaulted 2 of them, attempted to shoot himself after being restrained. Pande learned that a section of British soldiers were disembarking from a steamer near the cantonment. Pande ran to the quarter guard building with his guns. Bagh, who was the adjutant lieutenant of the Bengal Native Infantry, quickly took up arms and mounted his horse. Pande aimed and fired at Bagh. Bagh missed the target and was not hit. Bagh's horse was hit. Bagh snatched one of his pistols and charged Pande firing. He didn't make it. Pande struck Bagh with a sword, stabbed Bagh on the shoulder and leg, and knocked him to the ground. A British sergeant major had been called to the parade ground by a native general. He had ordered Pande to be arrested by Jamadar Ishwar Prasad, the Indian officer in charge of the quarter guard. The Jamadar responded that he couldn't take Pande on his own. Meanwhile, Bagh had arrived on the scene crying, "Where is he? Where has he gone? Ride to the right, sir, for your life." Hewson replied to Bagh, "The sepoy will open fire." Pande then opened fire. Pande continued to attack the British for some time. The British had called other sepoys to arrest Pande. However, those sepoys only watched as spectators. The other Indian sepoys also attacked the British. They threatened to shoot the British if Pande was not released. A commanding officer approached the guards, drew his gun, and ordered them to do their job by apprehending Mangal Pandey. He threatened to kill the first man who refused to follow orders. Soon, the men of the quarter guard rushed to Pande. Pande then placed the muzzle of the musket against his chest and pulled the trigger with his foot to discharge it. He was bleeding profusely and his regimental jacket was on fire. But he was not mortally wounded. Pande made a full recovery and was placed on trial less than a week later. Pande and Jamadar Ishwari Prasad, who had prevented not to arrest Pande, were sentenced to death by hanging. Pande was executed on April 8, 1857, and Prasad on April 21, 1857, according to the verdict. This followed an inquiry that concluded the soldiers had failed to restrain a mutinous soldier. Every year, July 19th is celebrated as Mangal Pandey Jayanti, and many politicians pay tribute for his contributions towards Indian freedom. On August 15, 1947, we got freedom as thousands of freedom fighters made their ultimate sacrifice. Although there was a strong desire to be free of colonial rule, only a few people in early British India were willing to publicly oppose white supremacy. In such a situation, It was Mangal Pandey, the man who often referred to as India's first freedom fighter, who dared to revolt against the British. Mangal Pandey was a key figure in the Indian Rebellion of 1857, which ignited the spark that led to India's independence 90 years after the Sepoy Mutiny.